Hi everyone, I'm Associate Professor Thomas Tu, and I'm the founder and executive director of HepBCommunity.org, which is an online support network for people living with hepatitis B, so that they can connect with each other as well as experts in the field. One of the major reasons why I set up the community was to facilitate these conversations between the scientific and affected communities so that we can all learn from each other. This has helped the affected communities see what Hep B research is being done to help them and really provide hope. Most importantly, it was a way for the affected community to show researchers where scientific progress should be directed to solve the most important issues affecting their lives. One way we've helped do this was to host an annual research showcase where researchers from across the world are invited to describe their research, not only how they do it, but what excites them about it. They do this in an interactive thread on hepbcommunity.org and have conversations directly with the community about it. And so welcome to the third annual research showcase. And this year we've been fortunate enough to really offer a lot of awards, both for the researchers and community members. And we're here to recognize who generated the best scientific discussions. I want to take this moment to thank all of our sponsors that have made the 2024 Research Showcase possible. So these include the Hepatitis B Foundation, which is a US-based non-profit dedicated for the last 30 years to finding a cure and improving the quality of life for people living with and affected by hepatitis B worldwide. Ourselves as well, hepbcommunity.org has sponsored this year's showcase. And we've also got Store Liver Centre, which is a world-leading research centre in Western Sydney, studying all aspects of liver disease and hepatitis viruses. The Australasian Society for HIV, Viral Hepatitis and Sexual Health Medicine, or ASHM, have also sponsored us this year, and they're the peak organisation of health professionals in Australia and New Zealand who work with HIV, viral hepatitis, and other bloodborne viruses and sexually transmitted diseases. This year, the Gastroenterological Society of Australia, or GESA, have also sponsored us. They're the peak membership organisation for Australian healthcare professionals and researchers working in the fields of gastroenterology and hepatology. We're also supported by Hepatitis B Voices Australia, which is the first hepatitis B community-led organisation that is wholly led by people living with hepatitis B in Australia. And finally, Hepatitis New South Wales, who are an independent community-based not-for-profit for health promotion and funded by the New South Wales Ministry of Health. They have sponsored awards this year as well. So we've had a variety of entrants and community posts, and we've now tallied the votes from the forum, and we can now announce the winners of this year's Research Showcase Awards. We start off with our Curiosity Awards, which are given to community members that have engaged in the best questions and each come with a $100 prize. So first off, we have Nafisa Yusuf to present the Hepatitis B Voices Australia Curiosity Award to Hep B Mum and Chingo Z Kingsley 5454.
Thank you, Associate Professor Thomas Tu and the entire hepbcommunity.org for once again pulling together an incredible community awards. I know there's a lot of work that goes behind the scenes. Hello, everyone. My name is Nafisa Yusuf. I'm the co-founder and board chair of Hepatitis B Voice Australia. We are an independent community organisation that supports, represents, and advocates for people affected by hepatitis B. We are the first hepatitis B community-led organisation here in Australia that is wholly led by people affected by hepatitis B, which we're really, really proud of. Our aim is to amplify the voices of communities affected by hepatitis B. Today, I'm really delighted to present two of the 2024 Research Showcase for the Curiosity Award. The Curiosity awardees were chosen by hepbcommunity.org members for their continuous engagement and always asking questions about hepatitis B research. This year's community award goes to Kinsley and Hep B Mum. Congratulations, Kinsley and Hep B Mum. It's really important for people living with hepatitis B to engage in hepatitis B research and hepatitis B work more broadly to ensure that it truly reflects our experiences and our needs. Because at the end of the day, we are the true experts in our own experiences. So once again, congratulations, Kinsley and Hep B Mum.
I'm Julia and I'm from the US. My mom was diagnosed with hepatitis B and hospitalized several years back, and since then I've been interested in keeping abreast of new developments in the Hep B field for research field around potential cures, and I am so amazed and grateful that the Hep B community and forum is out there so that somebody like me, a complete layperson, is able to ask questions of some of the field's foremost researchers. So thank you so much to Dr. Thomas Du for being for founding and maintaining this community, and thank you to all of the other researchers and affected individuals who participate. I think it's an incredible resource and a real source of hope and also learning for people like me. So yeah, just thank you so much for all of the work that you do, and I'll be back to ask some more questions.
Congratulations to both of you. We thank them both for their curiosity and engagement in this year's Research Showcase. For our next Curiosity Award, I will be presenting the Hep B Community Curiosity Award to Karen. I would like to congratulate and thank Karen for their curiosity and engagement. I also want to thank them for their generosity as they've graciously donated their prize to hepbcommunity.org so that in future we're able to carry out more events like this. So I'd like to thank all the community members who shared their questions and engaged in conversations for the Research Showcase. Your curiosity is a great driving force in Hep B research and really helps encourage the scientists to continue their research in the best way possible. Now we have our Researcher Community Engagement Awards, and this is for scientists who have created the most engaging and helpful content as voted by the community. Each awardee will receive $250 and a $250 award from our generous sponsors. So first off, we have Izzy Purcell from the Australasian Society for HIV, Viral Hepatitis and Sexual Health Medicine, presenting the ASHM Community Engagement Award.
My name is Isabel Purcell, and I'm a Senior Project Officer with the Hepatitis B team at ASHM. And it is my pleasure to present the ASHM Community Engagement Award and thank hepatitisbcommunity.org for the opportunity to do so. I'm joining you today from sunny and warm Larrakia country in Garamilla, Darwin. I pay my respect to the land and to traditional owners past and present, and extend that to any Aboriginal or Torres Strait Islander people who may be listening to this. ASHRM is a peak organisation of health professionals in Australia, New Zealand and beyond who work in HIV, viral hepatitis and sexual and reproductive health. We collaborate to engage workforce capacity and strengthen health systems, providing education, resources, policy development and advocacy. ASHRM is a professional, not-for-profit, member-based organisation. We support our members, sector partners and collaborators to generate knowledge and action in clinical management and research, education, policy and advocacy. I am delighted to be here today representing ASHRM and to announce that Jingtong Huang is the winner of the ASHRM Community Engagement Award for 2024. Jingtong was chosen by hepatitisbcommunity.org members for her contribution to viral hepatitis research, specifically her work on HBV clinical trials, who were the participants and who should be. This work looked at the demographic characteristics such as sex, age, and ethnicity of participants in global hepatitis B clinical trials and aimed to address the question of whether or not hepatitis B clinical trials managed to provide valid evidence to all populations living with hepatitis B. This is invaluable and so important, especially given that the study concluded that the representation of different populations in these trials is disproportionate. Proportions of trial participants are not similar to the proportions of people living with hepatitis B in the real world. As we know, people living with hepatitis B globally are wonderfully diverse, with different requirements in a number of facets, and it is vital that this is represented in studies and trials. This work will be key in informing trial designers and funders about whom to actively recruit in the future, thereby ensuring more valid evidence for all populations living with hepatitis B. I would like to congratulate Jingtong again, and we look forward to seeing your work continue to grow and thrive. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jingtong Huang. I study Master of Public Health at the University of Sydney, Australia. My research focuses on the transparency and representation on clinical trials and examining how these factors are interconnected with health disparities. Through this research, I aim to identify people living with hepatitis B that are underrepresented in clinical trials, and in doing so, to better support these populations. I would like to take this opportunity to express my greatest gratitude to HepBCommunity.org for hosting this research showcase and for their ongoing support to the HepB community. I also want to thank my awards sponsor, ASHRM, the Australasian Society for HIV, Viral Hepatitis and Sexual Health Medicines. I would like to also thank my supervisors on this research project.
Dr. Karen Waller and Professor Angela Webster at the Australian NHMRC Clinical Trial Centre and the University of Sydney.
Their guidance and expertise has been invaluable throughout this journey. And finally, I would like to thank you all for your recognition and interest into my work. I really appreciate the opportunity to contribute to the HepB community. Thank you.
Congratulations to Jingtong for your amazing research. Thank you. Next up, we have Stephen Drew from Hepatitis New South Wales presenting the Hepatitis New South Wales Community Award.
Greetings from beautiful Gadigal land in Sydney, Australia. I'm Associate Professor Stephen Drew, Chief Executive Officer of Hepatitis New South Wales, who is proud to be the sponsor of tonight's Community Engagement Award. Hepatitis New South Wales is a member-based, not-for-profit charity founded in 1992 by members of the hepatitis C community. We are the peak body for all things hepatitis B and hepatitis C in New South Wales, and as such, our work is statewide. Our vision is a world free of viral hepatitis. We work to prevent the transmission of hepatitis B and hepatitis C, and to improve the health and well-being of affected people and communities. We strive to represent people affected by hepatitis B and hepatitis C and work actively in partnership with affected communities themselves, as well as their other organisations, to bring about improvements in quality of life, information, support and treatment, and to prevent hepatitis B and hepatitis C transmission. Our work is people-centred, community and lived experience informed and partnership-based. As such, our programs cover a wide range of areas, including community engagement, health promotion, resource development, peer support, outreach testing, work in the prison system, engagement with culturally and linguistically diverse communities and Aboriginal communities, lived experience speakers, and much, much more. Underpinning our work are our organisational values, which embodies our philosophy. These values are inclusiveness, excellence, collaboration, and independence. We are proud of our long-standing reputation for our great partnership work, our professionalism, and our strong community mindset, reinforced every day by our many staff with lived experience of hepatitis B and hepatitis C. Implicit in this are our values of inclusiveness and collaboration. It is these values that are integral to community participation. Community participation and engagement is essential to research and program development. It is only through the sharing, understanding, respecting, and incorporation of the lived experience that true, lasting impact and change is achieved. And this is why tonight's recipient of the Community Engagement Award is so worthy. Their inclusion and collaboration with affected communities demonstrates a commitment to delivering impact through their work via community engagement. I am pleased to announce the winner of the Hepatitis New South Wales Community Engagement Award is Dong Li for their research investigating hepatitis B DNA integration and its role in genomic instability through HBx expression. Congratulations, Dong.
Hello, my name is Dong. I'm currently in the second year of my PhD program at the University of Sydney, based at the Store Liver Centre within the Westminster Institute for Medical Research. My research focuses on the molecular mechanisms of HBV DNA integration, which is a major cause of liver cancer and a potential driver of viral persistence. But we still don't fully understand how these integrations cause cancer after decades of infection. I'm particularly interested in the proteins expressed from the integration, including surface antigen, which is mainly expressed from the integrations in the late stage of infection, and X protein that is known to affect DNA stability in host cells. I'm exploring whether the X protein expressed from integrations drive genomic instability associated with liver cancer. I hope my work will contribute to a better understanding of the mechanisms and the consequences of HBV DNA integration, offering insights for HBV research. I'm deeply honored to be recognized within hepatitis B community. The work being done by everyone in this field is inspiring and motivating. A special thank you to my supervisors, Thomas and Mark, and the Store Liver Centre for their support and belief in my research. And a heartfelt thank you to the sponsors for making this showcase possible. I look forward to continuing this journey, collaborating with many of you, and contributing towards a better understanding, treatment, and solution for hepatitis B. Thank you.
Congratulations, Dong, and well done on your research. Now we have Associate Professor Jess Howe, the chair of the Gastroenterological Society of Australia, presenting the GESA Community Engagement Award.
Hi, I'm Associate Professor Jessica Howell. I'm Chair of the Giza Liver Faculty, and I'm a hepatologist and NHMRC Research Fellow at the Burnet Institute, St Vincent's Hospital, Melbourne, and University of Melbourne. It's my great pleasure to award the Giza Community Choice Award to Sarah Bay for her work with the Empower B study. This research is critical, but it explores the lived experience and biomarkers of responses in people with hepatitis B who cease treatment per current guidelines. Sometimes patients can flare, but some patients can derive curative benefit of this approach. So this research is really critical to understand from the patient's perspective. So well done, Sarah. This is really impactful research. Thank you.
Hi everyone, thank you so much for the Giza Community Engagement Award. I want to first thank hepbcommunity.org, the members of the community, as well as the sponsors for making this happen. Thank you for the great opportunity not only to participate in this wonderful research showcase, but to be able to learn from the many other researchers in the field of hepatitis B. Once again, thank you for the Giza Community Engagement Award.
Congratulations, Sarah. We're excited to see more of your work. Next, we have Dr. Shari Cohen from the Hepatitis B Foundation presenting this year's Hepatitis B Foundation Community Engagement Award.
Many congratulations to Molly Woodson, winner of the Hepatitis B Foundation Community Engagement Award for the 2024 Hep B Community Research Showcase. Thank you, Molly, for sharing your exciting work on RNase H inhibitors with the Hep B community. You are a talented science communicator. The way you described the goals and details of your research were clear, and you were able to translate difficult concepts in a way that generated excellent discussion. Thank you for sharing your knowledge with the community. It is so important that we continue to try and identify new targets to decrease or eliminate hepatitis B viral burden. Dr. Tavis's lab has made it possible for RNase H to become a new therapeutic target, and we look forward to seeing how this research continues to develop and how RNase H inhibitors can play a role in therapeutics for hepatitis B into the future. Congratulations, Molly.
Hi everyone, my name is Molly Woodson. I am a PhD graduate student in the lab of Dr. John Tavis at St. Louis University in St. Louis, Missouri, United States. And I wanted to come on here and say thank you for choosing me to be in the top 4 winners of the Hepatitis B Community Research Showcase, which described my research about the pharmacological and HBV efficacy characterization of novel HBV ribonuclease H inhibitors. So briefly about my research, I screen newly synthesized compounds for their efficacy against HBV replication, and those that are promising, that are potent against HBV replication with minimal toxicity or minimal side effects, move forward to further in vitro studies that are required prior to preclinical development. And in my research, I identified 3 compounds that potently inhibit HBV replication, that show promising pharmacological properties that are similar to those that are on the market. And so my hope with this research is that soon we will be moving them forward into preclinical studies, specifically HBV mouse models, and hopefully identifying a functional cure with them with the co-administration of a reverse transcriptase inhibitor like tenofovir and entecavir, or potentially co-administration with other novel therapies that are currently being discovered. With this, I wanted to thank the Hepatitis B Foundation, who is the sponsor for my award, as well as my lab, specifically my PI, Dr. John Tavis. He is certainly the foremost expert in HBV ribonuclease H biochemistry and drug discovery, and he has really allowed me to expand my breadth of knowledge as far as virology and pharmacology, and that allowed me to explore the research that I have given to you, and it just makes me very excited that we are hopefully getting closer to a functional cure. So thank you again. I am very honored to receive this
award. And I hope you all have a great day. Thank you. Bye.
Well done, Molly, and all the best with your research. Finally, we have Associate Professor Mark Douglas presenting the Store Liver Community Engagement Award.
Hello, my name's Mark Douglas. I'm an infectious diseases physician at Westmead Hospital in Sydney, Australia, and also a professor at the University of Sydney. I work at the Store Liver Centre here at the Westmead Institute and co-lead the viral hepatitis pathogenesis group with Thomas Tu, who I'm sure you all know very well. What do we do here at the Westmead Institute? Our motto is saving lives and finding cures. And I guess that's pretty self-explanatory. Particularly for Store Liver Centre, we work in chronic liver diseases, and the aim is to improve the lives of people with liver disease and prevent bad disease. As I said, Thomas and I lead the viral hepatitis group, but there are also groups here working on liver cancer and fatty liver disease, among other things. So what I would like to congratulate today is the prize going to Karolina Staflova. She's a PhD student from Prague, and she's presented her work on the forum called Listening to the HBV Orchestra, Unraveling Viral Interactions with Host Cells. So I congratulate her on this excellent work. Essentially what Karolina has done is she's used cell culture models to study the effects of hepatitis B and hepatitis D virus on the cells that they infect and the interactions that they cause. So she's used the analogy of an orchestra, which I really like, because indeed cells normally will work a bit like an orchestra. There's lots of little players all throughout the cells, and they have to work together if the cell's going to work properly. And those cells work with other cells in the liver and your body to keep you healthy. So what Karolina's approach, she has two approaches. One is to look at the whole orchestra, and this is basically looking at all the proteins and genes in the cell and looking at what happens when the cell's infected with hepatitis B virus and or hepatitis D virus. She uses different techniques in the lab to look at what's happening to the genes, which genes are switched on, as in what we call gene expression, which genes are switched off, and what proteins are being made, either increasing or decreasing. And the techniques, one is called transcriptomics, which is looking at the expression of genes, and the other is proteomics, which is looking at the proteins in the cell. What she's done is looking at infected cells compared to uninfected cells and looking to see what's changed. Are some genes turned up? Are some turned down? Are there more proteins? Are there less proteins? And the key for this will be to identify which proteins or orchestra players are causing disruptions to the harmony of the orchestra. In so doing, she can understand how the viruses are causing liver disease, and also, I guess more importantly, in some ways, to identify targets that can be used for new treatments to treat hepatitis B and hepatitis D. The second approach she uses is really drilling down and focusing on individual players of the orchestra. So looking for specific proteins or genes that are really crucial, either to help the virus to replicate or that are important in the virus causing damage to cells. So what we call virus-host interaction. And by identifying these, as I mentioned, these are proteins or genes that she could potentially target, either to increase them or decrease them to affect the virus and to help the body to clear their infection or to prevent complications. So this is ways to get new treatment for hepatitis B or hepatitis D. This is really important. As many of you know, we have quite good treatments now for hepatitis B, and we have a vaccine to prevent it and treatments to control it, but we don't have a cure. So people that need treatment generally need to stay on treatment for many years all their life. So in the field, we're all really keen to develop cures so that people can be rid of the virus and not have to take treatment ongoing. Similarly, for hepatitis D, there's really no good treatments at the moment. There are some just coming through that can control the virus, but again, there's no cure, and that's what we want. So this sort of research is really crucial to understanding what to do to develop new drugs and treatments for people living with hepatitis B or hepatitis D. So congratulations to Karolina for your excellent work and a well-deserved prize. Well done.
Hello, my name is Karolina Staflova, and I'm a virology PhD student from Prague. I would like to thank the Hep B community for organizing the research showcase and also for creating such incredible platform where people can talk about hepatitis B. When I was reading through the forum, I was really amazed how kind and happy to help everyone is. I would also very much like to thank the Store Liver Group for sponsoring my award. I really appreciate it. And finally, I would like to thank my supervisors, Dr. Iva Pichova and Aleš Zábranský, for the opportunity to work on hepatitis B virus. Thank you.
Amazing work, Carolina, and what great work you've done. So this concludes our community awards, and I want to thank all the researchers who have entered this year's research showcase. It was amazing to read about the exciting research that's going on today around the world. Please continue your great work and stay connected with hepbcommunity.org. And now the 2024 Research Showcase has come to an end. Once again, congratulations to all of our winners. A special thank you to our sponsors and everyone who contributed to this year's Research Showcase. Everyone's involvement in Hep B research helps us take a step closer to making Hep B history. Thank you all, and see you in the forum, and hopefully again in next year's Research Showcase. Thank you.